Good morning, everyone. We got a draft to do. Wake up. We probably should look at daily return of the bronze data. Should also do PT. Actually, let's do PT first. So, one of the sites I created is this PT Live dashboard. I think I'll be able to pin stuff. Yeah, let's pin this. Let's pin this for 30 minutes. And if I go website, what's going to show when I do this? Yeah, okay. So, go to overview, go to yesterday's leaders. You can see Matt Olson put up 66. Let's see what I actually picked yesterday. So I did pick Baldwin, so that was good. Go leaderboard. Not leaderboard. Past rosters. Yeah. So Drake Baldwin 28. Josh Bell 36. Jonathan India was a big goose egg. Royce Lewis, Maurizio Debon. So yeah. Sewell didn't pitch. But So there's a few. If you go into my Discord, which I can drop the link, I guess, or you can get it from here. I posted a bunch of, which I haven't actually put on the website. I should probably do that. Top performers. So, top performers from top performers from. Oh, it's today. Today is the 3rd. Okay, so Drake Baldwin. Oh, I guess I should just. I'll dump this into main chat. Not main chat. I'll dump this into main. So if you look in main, the top score is 570. So let's see who. Let's see if anyone got close to that. Go to leaderboards. So Heinrich Wilhelm got pretty close. But that's probably the closest we'll get. So let's do today's roster. Let's see. Who do we want to pick? So if we go and we look at projected relievers, both Deitmers and apparently Grant Taylor is projected. I don't know if he has a card though. He does not have a card, so some random Grant. Oh, he does have a card. Okay. Well, we're gonna pick him up. So he's supposed to be starting today, I guess. He's not listed, so. But this is the power of the PT Live Tracker. Is Grant Taylor is going to be starting, and then basically kind of look at who's been good. So if I go catcher. Drake Baldwin's been good. He played yesterday, but he's probably going to be fine. I don't know. Maybe it's time to go back to Liam Hicks. He's at New York. I don't know. He might be fine. Might be just chasing points. I'm not a big fantasy guy, but I think you play Yandy Diaz until he stops hurting people. Second base. I think Himi is going to continue doing bad things. So he's just riding the Venezuela wave. Third base. Could go Gino if you want to use a gold. I'm gonna go Moncada. No, not Moncada. Vargas is supposed to be good. Vargas has been doing well if he's on here. Yeah. And then Nito's been probably the best. And then Jordan, which I don't have. So Nimmo has been good. It's always seemed to kind of flail out. Kyle Isbell, I think he put up some more points last night, so it's back-to-back days. He might. It's an evening game though, so he's probably going to be playing. And I'm glad I packed a Mike Trout because I think it's Mike Trout all the time. Judge is automatic. Now this is the part that I haven't built a tool to help. Um, and it's who the hell do I pick? In utility. Well, let's pick some pictures first. So, cease is probably good. What's the? How many do we have? 3 diamonds. So we can fit one more diamond in. I don't know if we play Woo. Might play Woo. Good morning, Kava. Hope you're doing well. We can just do chalky stuff and play Woo. And then, yeah, utility, all batters all the time. I don't, no, I don't have a Madelson, I don't think. No, I don't. So, guess go look at the website. Whatever yesterday's leaders. I did add a weather aspect to it, which is kind of neat. So it just really, you can use it to see that there's going to be rain in the Cleveland game. But and there's going to be rain in the Twins game. Oh, Chicago is going to be fine. Good morning, first responder poet. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Still don't know who to pick for util. We do have one more. Oh, maybe Kirky. Oh no, Pete Alonso in Pittsburgh. Who's pitching for Pittsburgh? I think it's Skeens. No, it's not Skeens. So yeah, Pete Alonso, he's been doing pretty good. And then that means we get a gold remaining. Weiler? Let's go Weiler. Diamond cards exceeded. I thought, oh, right. Okay, so no Pete Alonso. Okay. O'Neill Cruz. Do we have enough spots for golds? All right, we're good. We're locked and loaded. Okay, now the other thing to show is, well, there's a few things. I have to just sync this. So hold on. So if I push, all right, let's take a look at what I hope to build, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Well, first there's yeah, first there's the tournament to pull. Oh, I have to do daily return of the bronze, but I want to do the draft first. see what I can figure out from the draft. My I don't know what it is about it, but the daily lower level leisure lounge has been very challenging. So what I've been showing a few people is that I have this uploading component, and so I have the watch folder set up, and it's watching a bunch of kind of the data directories that I'm dumping stuff to. Do I have this listed properly? No, this is wrong. So I need to add the new data directory because the old one is gone. Remove and then add folder and then scan. But this is I'm gonna try to figure this out better so that it makes more sense, because right now it's very technical and doesn't it's not like very user facing, but after a little bit of time today, it should be able to kind of figure out what to do. But it should pop up, I think. I need to create these being like filterable and stuff. Daily bronze heart, unassigned, pending. Okay. We'll let that run in the background. So this is the other thing I want to talk about, and that's basically looking at daily lower level leisure lounge. So it takes some time to load, but it should load. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. So Pierre Candel mayoral is kind of interesting. Oh, I gotta fix that. Okay. Spud Johnson. Like, it just seems like it's. Oh, the order is different. That's not cool. I gotta fix that. So there's a few things to fix in this. That's why, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. That's ABK, BABIP, then GAP. Which for L5 kind of makes sense. So, yeah, everyone is kind of emphasizing AVK, AVK, BABIP, GAP, power. And so, yeah, so there's this other thing. So this is a bean counter website. Go check it out if you haven't. BABIP or avoid K. This is kind of interesting. I haven't read this yet. Because BABIP correlates more strongly with contact than AVK, the engine appears to weigh BABIP heavily. That's an assumption. Contact is not a real rating. What drives total offense? Okay, yeah. So this is actually kind of interesting because I have been unsuccessfully trying to run a non-power team in Quicks, and it's not good. Um, so that makes sense. The problem I would say trying to correlate against WRC plus is I think the game itself doesn't do a good job of quantifying WRC plus. I think it uses static weights is my understanding. I could be wrong, but if so, that is one thing that I do in here is when I calculate what this W uh, weighted runs above average is. I'm recalculating the weights specific for that tournament, and it deviates last time I checked significantly. So um, it's really hard to use the right. Like if you have an inaccurate parameter, then the correlation is going to be weaker. So I wonder if he did it off of if he calculated a WRC plus, which I'm not sure if he does or not. Whether or not the relationships that he's finding are um, yeah, even these like Brinkman at 60 I wouldn't say is necessarily low. Like there's definitely like thresholds. So if you go back to zips and look at plots, and like even if we go to daily and we look at L5 and we look at batter BABIP, like and this is 1914, but I don't know, like 60 is not that bad. Like 60 is probably here, so you're looking at like a 245 BABIP versus 111. But yeah, I think again, like Khan, honestly, I don't. When I first read this, I thought he was going to look at BABIP and AVK, but the fact that he's including Khan in it is an interesting thing because my understanding is Khan has no um, relationship to the how the engine generates results. Um, but yeah, check out the articles. In general, they're pretty good. They're at least a kind of I wouldn't say pseudoscience, but it's a scientific approach to things. Um, I'm kind of curious too. I don't know if there's many cards that are just like what Mark McGuire. I guess Jose Canseco is probably a good example. If we go look at the Jose Canseco card, that's what I couldn't think about. Um, oh, and then the link to so Zips. Zips is the my data analytics platform. I'm eventually going to add my projections to it. Um, I'm close. So, but yeah. So first, let's take a look at. Let's take a look at that. What was it? The Conseco card, because that's the only one that comes to mind, which I don't have. I should probably buy it. So like, this is probably good. I don't know. My stuff doesn't seem to like it because I think the AVK and the BABIP is too low. Oh, and if any of you have a lot of money and want to sell or want to buy something, I do have a Frank Thomas and Jeff Bagwell. And if you have a Hunter Brown and a Josh Hader, I would greatly appreciate that. So, okay. So we're looking at data. Um, we ran some projections. So this is kind of the sheet. How's that gonna look? So yeah, so Imanaga now shows up. I could probably do this online too, but and we look at kind of high silver. So Tehran is the best, and Douglas and Alcantara and Gasser. But I think so. The one thing, I guess, let's see what's on the website, and then we can kind of go from there. So if we go here and we go look at one thing I need to do is make sure that this selector up here is consistent, but or lower. So who's been like if we go like who's been entered like half? Is this not gonna work? 4 a.m. OTP, nice. It's 8 o'clock here, but yeah, if 4 a.m. is all right. Let's see. Is this not letting me go up anymore? Why is this not letting me go up anymore? 5, 6, oops, 6, 6. So, all right. So who's won the most tournaments here? Actually, let's take a look at that. So it's the Sarasota Seminoles. With a team win percentage, they're playing really good defense. And if I go here and see who they pick, is this gonna work? There we go. All right. So they picked up XiPS, which is like, yeah, you're just punting. Oh man, this is gonna bug me. You're punting on this XiPS card is cracked. Lords is pretty interesting. These are all like terribly small sample sizes. Oh, there's 3 plate appearances. Yeah, okay. Like if we go, okay, so he typically picks Semenic. He picks Luke Rayleigh. Spud Johnson, I guess, is a good guy. So it looks like BABIP is kind of more BABIP and Gap. So we'll use that as the guiding principle. Hold on. If we go back, there's this how to always pick the best player. This was the one I kind of thought was really interesting. I struggled with it a little bit. I tried it last night. It was 1995, which is the higher run environment. So I picked a pitcher in my perfect round. And so we're in a pitcher-friendly park with run creation modifiers, so it's like always pick BABIP, I guess, and don't care about pitchers. So it kind of makes sense. A thing that I want to eventually add is if you go into your data directory with Out of the Park, it comes up with this. It has this error table, and it to me, I think this is like close to the database that OOTP uses to determine totals and stuff. So, or this is like just a historical representation. So if we say the top row is 1914, we can see that there's 4% less extra base hits. There's 0.04% home runs. Walks are about the same. This is a big thing. So there's patch notes for the most recent patch saying that they fixed fielding, and if you, I think Seawitt probably was talking about this, but basically the distribution of balls in play seemed a little unnatural. So it was brought up on the base game, and I looked up some information. I don't know if maybe here I have it. I don't know. Yeah, so Is this this copy? Yeah. So um, this is unique to L5, but you can see that for some reason, out of all the balls in play, 18% goes to second base, um, which is a little unnatural. So like if you're gonna look at this, and this is how some smart people I know have looked at it, is like, oh, okay, if I'm going to in 1914, if I'm going to position or pick the best player, defensive players, I'm going to pick them for second base, and I'm going to pick them for center field. And it's like defense everywhere else doesn't matter. And so this is just purely based on. Hold on, my cat's being crazy. I have blinds up, and then there's birds flying around outside. So this is just like bonkers, because like usually like for the longest time, like yes, middle infield would matter, but like this distribution would be flipped. But the fact that like second base is there, you can kind of like argue that, well, this is how I was justifying it. So you would go in and you would look at the environment, and you would say, okay, so the number of plate appearances by, so it's 75% right-handed pitching, which means that it's 47.5% left-handed bats, and maybe those left-handed bats are extreme pull batters, and then that maybe would justify it, but that's kind of a level of shenanigans that I'm not quite prepared to dig deep into right now. So, okay, let's do this draft. Let's make a Return of the Bronze team. I got booted. I'm bad at tournaments. I have a bunch of bronze tournaments that I need to look. Actually, before we one thing, I want to see how embarrassing. So if we come back here, we go to team performance. We'll go to bronze quicks. Loading. And let's see who. Team win percentage. The Laffy Canadians. If you see them run, they're pretty good. Denver Whitecaps, Scrubs and Duds. Those guys have been all good. I've been messing around. I've been trying to do silly things. But yeah, okay, that's enough of that. Right, we're gonna do a draft. All right, let's draft. Good morning, Max LP80. Hope you are having a good day. In fact, I hope you're having a good Friday. But so 1914. My wife just got the joke.
That was terrible.
My wife just got the joke.
God.
Yeah. Speechless, no notes. So perfect draft, 1914, Gap, BABIP, and to me, I think it's really a product of the park as well. So doubles and triples are boosted, and average is not as neutered, and home runs don't count, but home runs in 1914s like specifically don't count. So I guess I should say it's not quiet time right now, because it's not quiet time. Unless you guys can't hear me, and I've just been mumbling to myself. The mixer says that you should hear me, but... Alright, so based on what we were saying, I know this is like a design UX issue. Not issue, but no, thanks. Thanks, Blue Samurai. I know they've made some design decisions to not show gap, but I feel like because of the importance of gap, um, it would be nice if they had included it in. Oh, so uh, based off of the bean counter um, setup, this is being a low run environment. Um, the thing to do is to get a high BABIP, high gap guy. So I think we're gonna go with Duran. So we wanna stack offense. So big BABIP, not so much gap. Outfield range is not so bad. And also noting that we want to have a really good second baseman who so big AVK, not so big gap. This is okay, but it's a waste of points, I would say. I don't know if we're going to find anything better. Or we could go for a pitcher. No, that's a bad card. I think maybe Jacob Young. I think we take Jacob Young and we just say we got our center fielder. So Ed Delahunty, I think, is a good card. Yeah, he's great in this format. Mayerl, he's another great in this format card. So we got a lot of bruisers. Just finished this draft. Not sure how well I did. It was on Go. Not having too much luck with laptop. Yeah, no, I'm getting my shit pushed in all the time. It's fantastic. I don't know how much I like. If we go back and look at not this, we go look at this, and we go back to the eras. To me, I'm kind of there's a ton of balls in play. Do they list double plays? They list grounded into double plays. Grounded into double plays per double play. Double play per right field. What is this? Right field ball. So, I don't know if turn double play matters. And if we go look at kind of fielding model for second base to try to figure out where is second base? No, this is shortstop. 4. I don't know if this is a lot or not. Yeah, it seems like probably not. If I minimize this, is that gonna work? Okay. So Keith Lockhart, probably not what we want. I think Warnicki is pretty good. The control is good. The lack of BABIP VR is not, but the reverse splits is kind of good, and the stamina is good, and the hold is good. I think we take Warnicki. Garland as well is kind of similar. It's just whether or not to take Frank White. I think we can get a better one, and none of the other guys are kind of jumping out at me. Like Blaney could be good, but we already have a corner. He could play right, but I think there's better ones. So let's take 2 pitchers and see what happens. Kim, I think is really good. We could move Duran to right and then play Kim. Woodershek, wrong shape for this format. Real Muto is probably good as a catcher. Scherzer is also good. No, Scherzer's the pick. Scherzer's our SP1. Just looking at the data, Scherzer's always been really good. So now we have most of our outfield. We still need a shortstop. Again, we don't need a great shortstop, but we need a shortstop. This profile probably does well. The BABIP is low, but the gap is high, but the AVK is high, so I think BABIP in general might get boosted a little bit. Again, shortstop doesn't matter too much. Well, that's not correct. Doesn't matter as much. We already have our 3 pitchers, so I don't think we... I think this is 3 pitchers. I've been always running 3 pitchers. I think it's 3 pitchers. Yeah, this is a little bit of a predicament because we only get so much, and I don't think like Savali would probably be good, but we don't need a 4th pitcher. I run 3-5. Sometimes a 2-way sneaks in. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, but these pitchers are all really strong, and the only real batter that's kind of jumping out at me is the Fergrosi, and if anything, I think he doesn't play second, which is not good, but there's no DH, so like I don't know. I think it's like Dean Kramer, and because I think Dean Kramer is probably 83, and yeah, that's really good. All these pitchers are like kind of all really good. I think Savali would be the best. Just because of the 90 BABIP. Yeah, I think if we look at BABIP as the primary stat that we want to optimize for, I think Savali takes it. So we'll take another pitcher. I'm not that great at drafts. Okay, Rabbit. Rabbit, his cards aren't as strong this year, which is kind of interesting, but I think taking Rabbit at least maybe for second base kind of makes sense because he'd be way better than Young. Walt, too much power. Buddy Blair might be okay. This actually is pretty good, but I think, who do we have? We have Merrill, who I think is just going to be way superior. We do need a catcher. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. That's way wrong. I should be fired from my day job of singing karaoke songs poorly. Oh, another tournament for me to lose in round 2 or 3, or maybe even round 1. I think I like this profile. I think the AVK is kind of neat. The gap is great. This is gonna really punish people. And yeah, we can put Rabbit at second, and I think that's fine. We got 10 minutes. We got lots of time. Sissel. I like that. That's not too crazy. Wrong shape. Wesley Pryor. Doesn't play enough positions. Lieberthal. Lieberthal would be fine. I don't think catcher defense matters. I think this is way better. Babe Phelps. I think we take Phelps, and then we have a platoon, I think. No, they both... we can platoon them. Kyle Isbell. Oh, this is actually pretty good. I don't know if he's... I think Jacob Young is better, but having Isbell as a defensive replacement with that profile is probably pretty good. And his bat, I think, fits pretty well. Like, this VR profile is... I think this is a, you know, a top card for the format. And the defense is great, so... let's do that. Although we do need some more pitchers. We got lots of time to do that, though. Kenny, I think, was another card that was good. Kind of splitty. I do want to. We do need another infield replacement, but probably not yet. Concepcion is probably fine. I like this profile. I think as a backup, he's fine, so we'll take him. And then we're kind of looking. We're looking for control BABIP pitcher, which I don't think we're gonna find. Not in here. Well, we need to take one, so that looks awful for this format. Sam Jones could work. Maybe in the pen for sure. I don't think we need a single position. This is an interesting profile. Probably works better in modern than in here, but I think this is good. Brubaker, yeah. Okay, 2 more cards. We already got our catcher, so we can stop thinking about that. What do we need? We need... I always like Nick Allen. I don't know if he's a good card or not. Just the versatility. We kind of have all the things we want, so now we can kind of be greedy and look up big BABIP guys. I like big BABIP, and I cannot lie. My partner does not like big BABIP, and he does lie. Isn't that how the riddle goes? Wagaman. I think this is kind of an interesting profile. He's so bad, but as like a pinch hitter, I think that's... You probably want someone with a little bit more, I want to say, but... David Delucai. Maybe it's Nick Allen. I don't know. Pete Reynolds. Oh. Our 2 big bats. This is actually... Is this better than Wagaman? Maybe. Alright, I think we'll have enough. Now I think we just have to, like, pick pitchers. Sure, you're good. Chris Wallace, no, you're not good. Yeah, you're probably good. So where are we at? We're at 7. So 1 more pitcher. Wrong shape. Wrong shape. Wrong shape. Wrong shape. Wrong shape. Well, wrong shape. How many pitchers do we have left? We're gonna get 4 more pitchers next round. Okay. What do we need? We need probably another outfielder. I don't know if Conlon. Probably take this guy. Another outfielder. And then we need to take a pitcher here. Wrong shape. Or we could take George Hunter. I think George Hunter, is his pitching ratings good? The way we want it? Yeah, that's fine. George Hunter is going to be our... I think that's fine. I think we're good. Okay, so now it's on to the slider game is what I call it. Okay, so Scherzer I think is good. Warnicki is probably not as good as... Who was it? Savali? Like, if we think Scherzer's good, 90, 80, then I think Savali's going to be good, actually. And, no, Belotto. So I think it's going to, I think 118, I think we want Warnicki, yeah. All right. Okay. I've been futzing around with this for a long time. A lot of people put aggressive tiredness hooks on, so what I've been trying to codify is like what to do in these types of environments. So In dead ball, I don't know, bunt for hit. Like squeeze play, I think should probably be down. Bunt for hit, we could probably leave here. Sack bunt, we could probably leave here. Hit and run, we could probably leave here. And base running, we could probably leave here. Hold. So this is one that I'm trying to play around with. So if the thought is that the majority of balls go to second base, holding doesn't. Holding. Now this is just pure conjecture, but in my mental model, holding the runner is giving up hits to the right side. Because if you think about it, like if the first baseman's holding someone on, the hole is bigger on the right side. If more balls go to the right side, then you don't want to do that. So like I I don't know what this does when I go left because I've never gone this far left, but for this, let's try it. Let's go all the way to the left to hold runner. Infield in. Let's not be so aggressive. Corners in. I think because this is 1914, there's going to be more bunts, so I think we do want to play corners in. Guard lines. Again, I feel like this is a trade-off. Like you're stopping doubles down the line. I don't know what the distribution is supposed to be. Like, do you get more doubles down the line or triples? I think triples go more to the gap, and doubles go more to the. I always kind of thought of this as like you convert more. You give up more singles to get to reduce doubles, and I think when I last time tested it, it had a light correlation. Given the park factors, this is probably what we want. And then infield shifts, yeah. But in 1914, shifting is just not, doesn't happen, I think, if you like watch the games and stuff. So I know people who are like dead ball, you shift less. I think it's automatically shifting less. I think outfield depth, I'm less. Let's do something like this. We'll play infield in on +1, everything else, and then starters. Let's just leave them forever. And then the one, oh no, oh my god, I did this wrong. There we go. I was on ninth inning. So the only thing I do different on ninth inning is like I just say, yeah, like pinch hit for my pitchers. I want to end the game fast. It's probably not 100% right, but this is kind of. Let's export this as whatever, 1914. And then, like I said, pitching, we're just going to go long hooks. We're going to go regular hooks on these guys. We're just going to hope that these guys pitch forever. I should probably watch this to see if I actually really need long hooks on these guys. Or not long hooks. Pitch counts. I will do 27 batters faced because I think that still kind of matters, and it's a little bit more. The justification someone gave me for why 27 batters faced is that, yes, there's a 3-time through the order penalty. Yes, there's probably a 4-time through the order penalty. If your pitcher is strong enough to get through the 3rd time through the order penalty, you don't want them facing the top of the order when they go through for the 4th time, because that's also when they're going to be most gassed. So that's my justification. And then in here, so again, one thing I do change is that because it's a perfect draft and the quality of the replacement players isn't necessarily as good as the other players, I drop it down to 95 instead of 98 for a quick. I think I'd probably run it 98. And then the big thing, I guess we could probably like actually set up stuff. So Phelps, I think, might be better VR. Yeah, Phelps would be better VR. I think Delahunty is good both ways. Merrill should probably be playing third? I think so. Yeah, Merrill is way better at third. Okay, so Merrill, Karros is out. Fergosi is in at shortstop. Moranville is in at second. Concepcion is backing up both. We'll have Karros at third, which is good. Waggerman at first, which is good. We don't want to move Duran around. And then Kim in left, Young in center, Duran in right, and we probably want Isbell in backing up left. Conlon. Yeah, we could probably put Conlon in right. Waggerman. Yeah, we don't want him in the field. We don't want Moranville out. I think this is probably what we want. And then just kind of easy sorting by BABIP. Probably Merrillville. It's probably there. Duran is probably... Oh, his base running isn't that good. Is Delahante's base running good? Yeah. So probably something like this. Maybe Phelps here. Fergosi after. Something like this. And then the next thing I do, which I don't know if it works or not, is all my backups I set to 90. This is again something that I do more in a base game, and the idea is like, especially if a guy is covering multiple positions, he's a backup, he can get a little bit more tired. I'd rather, oh, I have George Hunter, right? I don't know what I do with him. I think he's just like a bat, right? He's just like the 15th guy on the bench type of thing. Wait, why isn't he two-weighing? He should be two-weighing. Oh, time for me to lose a bunch of money. Perfect. Where was I? Lineup. So, yeah, all backup guys drop to 90, and the reason to do that is it's more important for... Merrill has pitching ratings? What is this? Man. This is such a good card. I think I'm playing him in quicks, which is probably not what I should be doing. Sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, so 90 is, you know, if the goal is to try to get my guys in as much as possible, I don't want my backups to be tired and benched. And so because of that, I'd rather my backups get more tired, I guess, is the gist of it. Yeah, I think it's like this. Kyle Isbell and Phelps, maybe Concepcion. Concepcion is probably first here. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Isbell is definitely out here. Oh, and then Karros. Karros is the guy that I was like, ooh, Karros is good. I feel like I have pretty good... Phelps is batting. Merrill is there. Waggerman. I think Karros is probably the better guy here. And maybe Isbell goes top. Yeah, and then... Oh, right. Kim is probably out. And then we play Isbell? No, we don't play Isbell. We play... Does Merrill play? Merrill could play right field. Maybe we do that. So we move Karros in here. We move Merrill to right field, and then we move Duran to left, VL. And then we should have another Waggerman, can back up third base. Well, I guess in this case is where it makes sense to do the Merrill backing up third, or defensive sub for third, and then Isbell. Or I guess maybe it's like this. Isbell is here, and then Duran is in right. Because I think Duran still hits. Yeah, Duran crushes. So I'm cautiously optimistic about this build, but like most things, and most things related to Out of the Park, be prepared to be disappointed. Um, yeah. Okay. 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 How did I do? How did what's going to be the estimate of? Do I win this? Do I get out of the first round? Do I get out of the second round? All right. We have enough time to start building Return of the Bronze and see if I can actually. Um, okay, we have some more Return of the Bronzes. So if I go back and look at the sheet, do DB. Oh, do I not have? What? Oh, DB non-live? DB live? DB the sequel? Did I attribute this? 1-2-1? Is this the tournament? 1-2-1? No, I don't have any of these. Okay. Apparently I don't have any of this data. So we'll add it in quick and do a look-see and see. Or we could just use quick data. Maybe we just use quick data. I should pull that data though. So I'll do Q bronze. It's in, yeah, so it's whatever, just Q bronze. I do have a B non-live. Hello, don't cut the D block dragon. Welcome, good morning. Although probably where you are, it's probably around noon. Good afternoon, good evening, good Friday. No notes. All right. We should have some better cards here to run. This is going to be... I think we have like 30 minutes to make this, so we're going to hide duplicates. We're going to show active cards. We're going to set not variants and see what happens. Got a lot of data to churn through. I have not historically had a good feeling about building rosters after a tournament's popped. I think I have had a little bit better experience, like deleting the roster from oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go cheese. We're gonna go super cheese. So it's gonna be we're gonna customize, choose. We're gonna throw is left, and then we're gonna pick up. We're gonna have a Harshman. We're gonna have a Woodashek. We're gonna have a short, and we're gonna have a Barber. If you haven't had a chance to go to Morocco, I recommend going to Morocco. Why I say that is, oh, my cat almost got it. Through the window.
And the drapes.
Through the window and the walls. But okay, so this is an open, so we're gonna all our pitchers, we're gonna cheese, we're gonna go run openers, we're gonna do right. We're gonna do an army bullpen. Let's call it that. Right, left, right. Army bullpen. But yeah, so the native people of Morocco they call themselves the Amazigh, or Berber, and so seeing Babar here or Barber, I just think of that. Okay, so we have that, and we need some openers, and the openers need to be right-handed batters. So we go look at throwers. So we got Mahler, Twitch, and Lundgren. So we need at least 4 of those. I think some of them are duplicates. So do I not have any of them? Do I sell them all? No way. No way. Do I really not have any Twitchels? No, I should have 3. Why is that not showing up? And then Lundgrens. How many do I have of those? I have 4. Okay. This filtering is a little unintuitive. Unless it now... All types. Well, we should have Mahler somewhere. Let me move this over here so you guys can kind of see a little bit better. No variant cards are allowed. I don't have them. Do I have Mahler? No, I do. I'm just losing my mind now. Snapshot. What number is he? He's a 69. Why is he not? Why is he? Oh, son of a. What was this? Oh, because I have only lefties. I'm a dummy. There we go. Mahler. Now, if we go to only duplicates, now if we go up all the way to the top, we should see the other guys we want. Ben McDonald is a guy that I've been trying to get for a while and failing. Good God, where are these guys? Twitchell is a 60, okay. Is he in here? Why isn't he in here? Oh, because I'm looking at snapshots only. Man, is it early in the morning or is it early in the morning? Okay, here we go, Twitchell. Okay, so if I go hide, is he going to show up here? Did they fix this? No, they didn't fix this, okay. So we'll throw a Twitchell in there, and then we'll throw a Lundgren, who is a 64. We should have a bunch of Lundgrens. So, okay, so we have our middle relief opening bonanza. I think we go one more because we do want to do 13, so we'll do Deduino. So he's a clubhouse, I think. Deduino. So we'll go him, and he'll be an opener. So now the expectation is that it'll go right, left, right for middle relief, and now we go and look at RP projections, high bronze, low iron, owned, throws left, and now we can throw in non-live, Dick Lines, Garvin, and Olween. So now all pitchers, non-live, Dick Lines, Garvin, who's a 67, and Olween, who's a 63. We set these guys to stoppers, and we laugh. We laugh at the confusion of our opponents. There are too few players, that's fine. Okay. just because I like to be things to look clean. Just set all these guys to relievers. We'll do pitch counts after because we are going to pitch count these guys. Now we go look at batters. Batters. Okay, batter projections. High bronze to low iron. So I think we go. I think by batters we can go mostly by L10, but I think we play Franco. I think we play Uribe. Catchers. Now catchers is kind of interesting. I think I'm gonna go Pinky, Semenic. Varsho is probably, because we're going shorter, we probably want to play Varsho because he can play both ways. I've been playing Ruiz just because of the other stuff, but I think, again, based off of what everyone is saying, more power is more important, and my stuff comes up and says that as well, so we'll do Hargrave first, and then Semenic backing up. And then first base, we probably want to do Aloni, Davidson, and Davidson gives us a 14th pitcher, which is kind of good. Let me just sort by power. Where is it? This is where Contreras is probably good, but Davidson is going to be our backup. Loney is going to be our one. Where is Loney? I'm blind as a bat now. 64. I thought his power is good, but I guess he's so splitty that it gets hidden. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, his power isn't good, but his bat is good. So Loney, and then we have Davidson backing up, first and third. Franco probably plays second. And then Uribe short. We got Felipe Lopez at third base. It's pretty, I feel like a pretty standard build, I want to say. Although, it's not Jose Valentin, it's Felipe Lopez. I always get the two mixed up. Although we might not be able to play Loney just because if Davidson is backing up, we're going to need a second backup, I guess. So this is where we're going to use this as a two-way. We're going to set you as kind of long relief, mop up. This is where I kind of get tripped up because I think you got to play Tony Fernandez. And if you play Tony Fernandez, I don't think you have enough batters unless you DH Tony Fernandez, which he's a bad DH. So Jackie Bradley is who you're going to play in center. What am I looking at? I'm looking at second baseman? No. Tony's a shortstop, I thought. Veteran. Oh no, he's second base. Okay. Tony, Tiger. Like I think this is not gonna work out. So if we play Jackie in center, Varsho in left, we're gonna have to probably DH Tony, which is gonna be awful because his profile is gonna get so penalized. I'm hurt. I don't know. I can give you like a personal invite next time. But I guess this is how it goes. I guess this works. Okay, I'll give you a personal invite next time. So now all we're looking for is, I guess, a right fielder. Jim Landis. I like the Landis play. I can kind of buy that. I do think we get one more platoon in. So we can try to get one more platoon in, but it might be hard. So if we do like a Williams Landis, maybe we do that. Cy Williams, get all the power. And then we have to play Harris as well, because I think Harris is still numero uno. Yeah. And we get one more spot, I think, yeah. So if we do this and we do like Cy Williams here, and we get like Dave Harris, and then Dave Harris, and I think we need one more platoon because Dave Harris isn't going to be playing. Oh, it was Jim Hickman, right? That's what we're gonna do. Jim Hickman. There we go. I think I like this. I think this kind of worked out. Jim Hickman can play center. He can. Okay. This is actually pretty clean. I like how this kind of came together. So again, let's clear this because I don't like any of these settings. So we had a 1914. What I was trying to do is something like this, and I think again, hold runners probably don't want. Bunt for hit is probably fine where it is. Hint run is probably fine where it is. Definitely no intentional walks. Guard lines, we could probably, like, I think this is more like what I want to try to run. Yeah, 98, 7, 90 openers. So let's do, oh, this is a daily, so I don't know. All right, let's just say modern non-quick, something like that. I have no idea. Okay, 98. Our backups are decent, so we don't have to drop down. We can copy these across. There's the obvious platoons where Semenik is in, Davidson is in, Fernandez is in for Lopez. Lopez is out. Davidson is gonna have a lot of work to do. Williams is out. Hickman is in. Harris is DHing, and then we have Harris backing up center field, and so this is where I kind of like question stuff, I guess. We probably want something like that. I haven't really figured out the best way to do this. But again, I think everyone is used, so it's a little difficult. I think if we set the short side platoon guys to way lower bench when, we're just going to get buzzsawed by a left-handed rotation, but I think that's fine. And then who do we want to bat? I don't know. Let's do Cy Williams. At least he has the power. Yeah, so I think this is good. We'll save this. We do need to do the lineup optimization. I like to do that. Do we have enough time? I think I'll be able to load this before the thing goes off. Hargrave, Loney, Franco, 69, Felipe Lopez, Uribe, Varsho, Bradley Jr., Cy Williams, and then Tony Fernandez as our DH. Is there anyone better? Like, is Davidson better? No. Hickman better? No. Harris isn't better. VR. Dave Harris. Maybe Dave Harris. Maybe we do that. Alright, we'll do Dave Harris. So now Lopez is obviously... No, Lopez is second. Williams is fourth. Loney is third. We're going to get so many... We're going to get buzzsawed big time. Franco is there. Then we got Jackie next. And then Pinky. And then Uribe. Something like that. Varsho Harris. Okay. And then we go and we add this, and now we have our platoons in. Semenik, Davidson, Tony, Jackie is there, and we have Hickman. Yeah. Okay, so doing this now, snapshot Dave Harris. Harris is going to be cleanup, I think. Yeah. Tony is going to be 2-spot. Davidson's going to be 3-hole. Dalton is leading off. And then we got Hickman, and then we got Semenik. And then we got Franco. And then, yeah, okay. So we got the 2 lefties back to back. Anything else we want to do? Pinch hitters, probably not. We don't really care too much. We're not really pinch hitting a lot. Stealing, I can probably override this if I wanted to. And then, but I don't, I feel like it's going to be pretty, and we're using the default bench when, okay. So I think we save this, we update that, and then we delete from server, and then we be non-live, which we just updated. Go back, we check that we don't have it registered now. Yeah, so there's nothing registered. Go back. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Probably close to done. I think is anyone else streaming? I forgot to check. Oh, lots of people are streaming. Wonderful. Yeah, probably going to Sean Curtis. What was it doing? Oh, roster builder. We have now DB non-live, which we just created on April 3rd, so we want to upload it. Hopefully it kept our changes, but you never know with this game. And then we come in here and we go do daily return of the none. All right, if we set it 4 times, maybe it works, but you never know. So it did say it loaded. We have our bullshit army bullpen. We submitted the team. Everything looks right. All right. Okay. Let's see how bad I'm losing in the entry fee challenge. Okay, so on my way to heartbreak, but that's fine. We created 2 rosters. We can. Is laptop's not firing for another half hour. Let's see how the quicks are going. quicks are going okay. Yeah. So, do you guys want to see anything? It's probably gonna just spend the rest of the morning pulling data and stuff. Let's see. Any card orders get filled? No, no price of anything. I should just buy this card. Josh Hader, you are now a Binturong. You want me to vibe code a feature for one of the websites? I guess there's a few things I can show off on the website too that I still have. I did it, what was it, 2 days ago, and I haven't really, more on the PT Live side. I'm trying to track, I got access to the zip stuff, and from the zip stuff, I tried to do a model, or try to just determine the relationship of the core ratings to overall, but I did it on a general card pool level. I didn't tell the agent to do it on a specific positional aspect. I don't know if positional is the right way to go. Just reading what some other people have tried, they've definitely separated out pitchers and relievers, or starters and relievers, and batters, and I think at the very least that's what I'm going to do. But once I'm done updating these buy orders or sell orders, oh, I have 2 hearts. What are the 2 hearts for? Channels you follow. Okay. Learning something new every day. Yeah, I used up all my CS. I used up all my CS, so I can't buy anything. I do have 4 packs. I think the packs roll over at 9. I wonder if I'll get them or not. Oh, Joe Shackelford. Shackelford? Not bad. Not great. That's fine. So yeah, I did pull a Frank Thomas. I don't think I think he's good. And I pulled a dupe Bagwell. I should probably hold Bagwell for missions, but if I can get 20k from now, it's probably fine, because I guess missions are going to be on Monday. Let's see. OTP perfect team 27. I do like. I know the community has kind of. The community as a whole has been very critical of stuff, but big shout out to West Ham Oysters. I think he worked really closely with the team to kind of figure this out, and like this is legit. Like, so yeah, so we just had Future Legends Friday, so there are gonna be missions Monday. So maybe I pull the 2 cards down. I don't know. Oh, this is old. March 16th plan. Oh, I see how this goes. Are they just adding stuff on and on? Got it. Limited edition Monday. Julio Franco. More guys for Easter. Limited edition Julio Franco. Okay. The clubhouse cards are pretty hilarious. They're all really good. I haven't really dug too deep into them, but they're all really good. So we got LEs on Monday, so hopefully we get missions next week. So maybe I just play the cards, see if I get stuff. But I think 70k for the big hurt is probably okay. I think Bagwell's probably not going to be a card um, until Hall of Fame stuff because he's a Hall of Fame card. Although I don't think that was the case last year. I think they didn't really kind of hold on to cards like that. Chad Green. All right, all right, all right, all right. Mason Montgomery. What do I need? I need one more card to finish the AL. Do I pay? Do I pay up? Maybe I'll go up to 14. Maybe that. Maybe people will give me 14 for it. Or maybe someone will give me 14 for a Hunter Brown. 69 for Frank. I don't know. I can pull up the model and see where Frank sits for league. Like I have Judge there, and I think Judge is pretty good. Weiler. People are all over Weiler. Like I should probably set Judge the first base. Yeah, he's gonna put up 6-4. Power supreme, and he's almost finished training at first base. This is what I did last year, and the other card that I really want, and I haven't looked at in a while, is the Ohtani card. Oh, he's somewhat more reasonable, 66K. Like I don't think this profile really plays pitching wise, but I would buy him for 66K if I had him. I don't think I would buy him. Well, no, because I need to save up for Mason Miller. Man, that's a mission that I don't think anyone is gonna really. Oh, he's down to 85K. Interesting. People selling. This seems really obnoxious, but like my team roster, as you can see, is a collection of. It's not all perfects, which is to have that level of dominance is kind of surprising. Oh, someone's messaged me. Who has messaged me? Oh no. And people are asking me helpful stuff, but there's 8 past performance. Oh, just randomness. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Let's see. Do we have Twitch drops? Did we autofill this? No, everything is new. Okay. Sometimes I find, like, depending when you join a stream, people you tend to get drops. Okay. Let's stop that for now. Person at the front door.
I don't think it's the sun again.
Oh no. Let's look at. Right. I wanted to look at. I want to look at this, and I want to look at that, and I want to look at. So this is kind of the stuff that I'm kind of looking towards is performance related stuff. So. Excuse me. So I basically took the XiPS projections, set them up so that you try to determine what the overall is, and then as more plate appearances occur, how does their position shift? So like Max Muncy, he's been doing really well. He's an iron. Based even on the projections, the correlation of the ratings seem to indicate that his overall should be closer to 77. Based on his performances, it's closer to the correlations derive it to closer to 76.9. So he's near XiPS, but he should be going up, I guess. So where like Chandler Simpson is should have been if whatever the relationship is. So yeah, so it's a bunch of these guys, and all of them are kind of irons and bronzes. And did I think there's a new version that I did the other day. Okay, I have to update some of this, but I'm gonna probably do a couple of updates to this, and so it's like, who do you want to sell? So if we look at whatever projected tier, I guess, and we search like, I don't know, gold, and we want to do downside watch. So like Brian Abreu is probably going to become a silver. Wilson Contreras is probably going to become a silver. Clay Holmes is probably going to become a silver. And if we go to like, so if we look at the perfects, now this is kind of interesting. I haven't really gone through this. Yeah, okay. So it's like everyone, all the perfects suck. So this is where my the correlation probably just like falls apart. But it basically says all the perfects shouldn't be perfects, which I think is probably interesting. So yeah, so the plan is to work on this a little bit more. If we want to go look at like who is gonna likely, so there's no diamonds that are likely gonna become. XiPS overall is a value from XiPS. Oh no, so what I did is I took the XiPS projections, and I used the card ratings, and I told the agent to create a correlation. And so the fact that this only has like a couple of the stuff is kind of weird. Like it should show them all, but yeah. So basically, it doesn't think any diamonds should be going up. Does it think any gold should be going up? Yeah. So like Detmer should be going up, but he's also an RP, and when he becomes an SP, like how does that work? Mackenzie Gore. So only pitchers, but I think that's only because of the sample size. I don't think there's enough. Like if we go, I think if we go to silver, there's way more at silver. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's incomplete, but I think like it's interesting how it like created the mappings, and I think I just need to refine it one more time to say, treat RPs differently than SBs and treat batters different. And then if it has 3 sets of correlations, then it can have 3 sets of what the XiPS overall would be. And then when it does the blending of the in-game performances, then it can actually do some of the stuff. I have a bunch of webhooks that if you're in my Discord, so if you go to ptlivetracker.com and you go to join Discord, like what I have is I have a bunch of webhooks in the Discord, and by going to, and the webhooks are show some interesting things. So right now it shows like pitchers that are RPs that can be closers. It shows who the top performers were for the last day. It shows trending the top 3 at each position who are playing today. It does a lineup lock reminder. I still have to set up a ping for that, but maybe I'll set up a separate channel to do that ping, and just say at channel. That's probably easier. But yeah, it's been really cool kind of building some of these things. And then for XiPS, still kind of trying to figure out the projection part. It's interesting. There's supposed to be a defensive component. I don't think it's doing the defensive component right, or it's not I don't know, Willie Adames as the top second base. No, I think that maybe that makes sense. Juan Uribe, like most of these, like eyeballing it kind of makes sense. Andy Semenik, Pinky Hargrave. Um, when I'm more confident that these values are correct, I'm gonna publish this to supporters. Um, and then the idea is to kind of use this. There's a few things that I kind of like um, want to fix up. Like I like my sheet because it's color guided, and so the fact that like I feel like if you can see differences between like positive and I don't feel like it ever feels comfortable. What do you mean doesn't feel comfortable? Um, oh, the other thing on PT Live that's kind of cool is the data completeness. Yeah. So the kind of when you click on a player for supporters, it'll start showing up what this is basically. Um, but so yeah, so you'll be able to see like a per game view. I think I think I'd rather try to convert this to a graph. I remember in MLB The Show, like it shows the price graph, and I kind of think it would be neat to show like the point graph, but maybe that's just superfluous. Maybe tables are fine. Um, Game day tracker, I really like. Oh, we could put in the daily lineup. I don't know why this page loads so slowly, but let's do that. Eventually, what I want to do is have my own parallel leaderboard. So like people who are on the website and they want to see like compete in real time, like basically like daily fantasy, but no stakes daily fantasy, because that's what this is kind of like. It's a daily fantasy pick'em. And but to like you can argue that that's what PT Live is. It's just that it has a card collecting component. But to me, I know a lot of people have told me like this is their favorite feature and that they could put down their um, uh, their roster, and then they can see in real time how things are going. And that was kind of the yeah, that's all. Yeah, O'Neill Cruz, then Abreu, and then Cease. Hope the Jays win, please. Detmers. Yeah, so Grant Taylor is apparently starting. I don't know if he's opening or if he's actually starting, but submit lineup. Daily lineup submitted. So if I click on Grant Taylor, so to me it looks like he's probably opening. I don't know what his. I should probably look to see what his stamina is like, but. Oh, 42. He's a borderline starter, so he'll probably throw whatever 3-4 innings, maybe. Getting antsy. Okay, if I win some tournaments, I'll buy that Hunter Brown. If I don't, then I won't buy that Hunter Brown. Return of the Bronze is firing. Let's see how the entry fee challenge is going. But I think we're pretty good. Laffy Canadians or comedians. Man, this guy has been a thorn in my side. So we'll see. How many? Rio is probably a good pick. Jackie is that's a this Jackie card is very good. Surprise, surprise. Wyatt, it's fine. Yeah, he's not as stacked as I thought, but yeah, I typically lose a lot to him. The quicks. I'll probably rebuild my silver cap later today. Laffy has been beating me every time. Yeah, Laffy, like the 4 team entry free challenge is kind of like hilarious. Like it feels like uh people are gun shy to join. Like I feel bad. Like Laptop Hound, he's been like going into the 1v1 ones, and I'm like, it's like, do I really want to like try to beat him? Um, but hopefully he's learning, and I think I've like gotten him like 2 or 3 times. But the entry free for like 4 team challenge, like I yeah, I feel like I'm just a sap that's getting my like taken for my lunch money type of thing. A little better recently. Like this was like obviously a good run, but then I was like, oh, and now it's like I've had whatever 1K, 2K, and I think both of these were against Laptop Hound. And I just feel bad, but it's like no one is in it, and then if like someone decides to join, like it's like whoever sees who's joins and then like jumps in it at once, and so like the bronze ones I feel like are like almost always empty, and then it's like one person comes in, and then people are like, "Oh my god!" It's like I gotta take them on, which is kind of funny. But I've been after like the past few like 4 team challenges, I was like, because this is like 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, 6K, and then I finally won. So I think I'm probably up because I've been doing this like a little earlier, but um, not as much as like some people. Like some people would have like I had what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins here, and like I feel like some people have double that for this amount. But yeah, it's an interesting concept. It's kind of exciting. Anything else to look at? I think we're done. I think we're done. I might stream later today. Who knows? Thanks everyone. Yeah, if you join the Discord, provide feedback. As long as I have tokens, I will be burning them to help the perfect team community. Okay, so let's see what Sean Curtis is up to. Yeah. If you have any feedback, let me know. Otherwise, have a good Friday. Bye.